Hi, I'm Lincoln Bell with Rigid Industries. I'm here to show you an installation video of one of our latest products, the Adapt. It's available in 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50-inch sizes. Let's talk about some of the features of the Adapt Lite. We called it the Adapt Lite because it has a unique capability to cycle between 8 different beam modes, which is unique in the industry. The Adapt beam patterns range from your 90-degree flood pattern to a much narrower 15-degree spot pattern depending on vehicle speed, which is user configurable. Now let's talk about how Adapt does this. Adapt does this by using a GPS signal to tell it how fast the vehicle is going, and the user can set the minimum speed and the maximum speed at which these beams take effect. One of the other cool features of the Adapt is the fact that we use an RGBW LED backlighting feature, which allows you to adjust the backlighting color in an infinite number of possibilities. Let's take a look at everything that comes shipped with your Adapt Lite. Mounting hardware, your Adapt harnesses, your GPS module, your Adapt control panel, and your Adapt under dash module. Today, we're going to be using a more traditional mount, bracket end mounts. Alright, so on the wide light bar options, you may want to get a friend to help you with the installation. We've pre-installed the brackets on this vehicle, but your first step is going to be pre-locating and assembling your mounting hardware. Tighten up your hardware. And grab your light. So now that you got your brackets in place, get that buddy of yours and install your light bar. You've got 2 bolts to install on each end, 1 adjustment bolt and 1 holding bolt. Let's take a look at your harness. Battery connection. Under dash module connection. Adapt Lite connection. A word about safety. Make sure your battery is disconnected when doing the electrical work. First step, route the ground wire. Next step is your 12-volt positive, which goes to the battery connection. And finally, we have 12 volts switched. Alright, now we're ready to make our under dash box connections. Last chance to double check your torque on these screws before you plug in. Also, this is the 12-volt switched wire we made the connection to earlier. Harness from the switch. And our harness to the light relay. So the last step is to heat shrink these bad boys. Use a heat gun, not a torch, for safety reasons. And it's the right tool for the job. Let's talk about the Adapt controller. We have the power button on the left, Adapt control on the right. We have our beam control, starting with flood to spot, and every variation in between. We have the button for controlling backlight, and we have presets 1 and 2, which are configurable by the user. Thank you for joining me on this installation of the Adapt light bar. Be sure to check out rigidindustries.com for more details on the Adapt product and stay up to date on what we're up to. Thanks again for joining me.